Hey guys, it's Maddie, and today is Top 5 Wednesday, and Top 5 Wednesday is now being hosted by Sam over at Thoughts on Tomes, so I will leave her channel and the Goodreads group links down below. So let's just get started, and this week's topic is your top 5 unlikable protagonists, and I couldn't really think of 5, so I thought of 4, so let's just get started. And the first book, our protagonist I thought of was Juliet from the Shatter Me series, and I know in the first book she is so whiny and so just so frustrating. Like you can't, it's very hard to read from her point of view in the first book because it's just like, I don't know, like she's so like depressed, and not that that's like bad to read, but just the way that she was written in the first book, it was just very hard to get through. But I did not like reading from her perspective in the first one, but then in the second book she like grew so much, like not in the beginning of the second book, but you can tell like she grew a lot, and then in the third book, in this one, she was like a completely new person, and I really enjoy her character. She's not, I wouldn't say she's like one of my favorite characters, but she is a character that I really like and that I wouldn't mind reading more of, which there is going to be more books coming out, but at the same time, I'm hoping that she doesn't go back to her old ways and stuff, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I really enjoy her character. She's a lot more confident and just a lot more sure of herself, and just, like I said, just completely different from the first book. So I can see why a lot of people don't continue on with the second book, but I'm serious, like if you guys only read the first book, read the second book, because like I said, it just completely changes, and so I love it. The other protagonist I thought of was Georgie from Landline, and this book, Georgie, she is a woman whose marriage is on the rocks, and basically she just wants to, in this book, she just wants to save her marriage with her husband, and I think a lot of people don't really like her is because the fact that she, I don't know, at least from what I see, like a lot of people don't like the fact that she's trying to go back to her husband, or trying to, not go back, but just to save her marriage in the first place, because of the type of character he is, because he's not a very likable character. But I didn't mind reading from, I didn't mind his character at all, but a lot of people don't like him because because first of all, like she works at, she's a writer for a TV show, so she has to go to a lot of like social gatherings and just, meeting with her bosses and everything, and so he goes there with her, but he just does not want to be there. He just wants to go home, or just doesn't, at least just doesn't want to do that. And he definitely shows it too, at least when they go to those things, because, and just, he's just the type of person that you would not want to go up to and not really want to talk to, because he's very closed off and she's just completely different. So I think a lot of people don't like that, but I know she like screws up sometimes too, like in this book, but I was rooting for her the whole time, and I wanted her to at least, like I said, just save her marriage and everything. So I really enjoyed this book a lot. So I know some people don't like it, but I enjoyed it, so that's just my opinion. And the other protagonist I thought of was Rachel from The Girl on the Train, and I know everyone who reads this book, they always say like everyone in this book is unlikable, which is true, except for, I really liked Rachel and her roommate Kathy. Like she was like a sweetheart, but like, Rachel was just like, a person who just had so many issues, and she did a lot of like just things that were so frustrating, and you just knew it was a bad idea, and like, why is she doing this? And you just wanted to shake her, like, no, do not do this. But I don't know, I was still rooting for her the whole time, and from some of the reviews that I've seen, like on BookTube, a lot of people just hated her character, and I'm like, I understand she's very frustrating, but I was still like rooting for her the whole time. I read this in one sitting, like, I could not like put this book down because I wanted her to like succeed in whatever she was doing. So but I really liked Rachel, so I don't know, I was like surprised that a lot of people did not like her, because I was like, what? Like, I know she has issues, but you still hate her so much that you don't like her. But I don't know, like I said, I really enjoy Rachel, like her character. Like I said, she messed up a lot, but I still was rooting for her the whole time. And the last character I thought of was Actually, this was like my first thought when I saw the topic, but that is Holden Caulfield from The Catcher in the Rye. And oh my goodness, I know a lot of people. I mean, some people for this book, I know some people like Holden, but I noticed a lot of people do not like Holden whatsoever. They think he's just this spoiled, whiny, rich kid who's just, I don't know, like they just do not like him whatsoever. And I know I think he says the word like phony a lot, like a lot of people. He thinks a lot of people are phony, but I don't know, I just really like reading from his perspective and just seeing the way he views the world and everything. I mean, because I think I read this sophomore year in high school, so I don't know, maybe like my opinion has changed, but I don't know, I feel like even if I do, I should honestly reread this book to see like what I think now, but I still really enjoy Holden. He's honestly like one of my favorite characters of all time, and I know he has a lot of problems, but I don't know, I just feel kind of sorry for him because it's like he just wants to talk to someone, but a lot of people are just like, oh no, I can't, I gotta do this or something. But I think that's really what he needs, is just to talk to someone. And he needs like some good like close friends, because honestly, like I said, he's just a very lonely boy. And honestly, I don't see like, I mean, yes, like he does complain a lot, but I don't know, I just, there's like so much more to him than, from at least from the things that I've heard. So I don't know, really should reread this book, because I don't know, like I feel like my opinion, I will still like Holden, but I don't know, I still want to reread this, but I don't think my opinion will change. He's still honestly one of my favorite characters of all time, and I do not see why all the hate for him. I think that's a lot of the reason why a lot of people do not like this book is because of Holden, and they don't like reading from his perspective. But like I said, I love his perspective, and I wish I could read more books, you know, starring him, but I don't know, whatever. So I think there is like a short story though with Holden in it, but I'm not sure. At least I think I've heard of it. I'm not sure, but anyways, that is it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a very fantastic day, and until next time, adieu.